that they needed more water because Howell has a lot of natural well water. And engineers decided no more wells, otherwise they start drawing salt water in from the ocean in their freshwater aquifer. So they built the reservoir, which is extra water for the area and for Belmar, Spring Lake, a few other short towns will get it too. You check your water bill and it says American water, it will tell you where your water comes from. And it could be here or a swimming river. There's a few reservoirs it could come from. But it's got an average depth of 20 feet deep. We'll drive past the deepest point later. That's where it gets to 40 feet. And then before this was here, it was forest, farmland, and a soccer field. So right now you can see a lot of the forest around us, all the dead trees. And they were left on purpose. When they were building it, they decided that's a good habitat for a lot of different animals. We used to have a lot of ospreys here. We still have a fair amount of ospreys, but as the trees fall, the branches fall off the trees, they tend to leave and go find bigger branches. They like a nice big platform to build their nest on, something that's kind of a T or a cross shape. So yeah, I don't even see any trees that can really support them right now. But I know we have a few. I saw them last week, so they're here somewhere. Unless they migrated, when they begin their migration now. Almost on shore with all the birds in it. Those are all pigeons. We call that the Pigeon Tree. Just because no matter what time of day it is, they're always in there. I never understood why the pigeon chose that tree. It seemed to me like it was out in the open and exposed to a lot of the hawks we have, but nothing seems to bother them, so I guess they're safe.
With all that up there.
That actually should be underwater right now. Our water level is so low that all of that has been exposed. Normally you can't see any of it. But it's kind of cool that it is exposed because you can see all the tree roots and how, like I mentioned before, they're all dug out of the dirt. You can see where the fish could hide.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's part of the rain, and then also they drain it during the summertime to use as drinking water. So summer's when they drain it, and then winter times when they fill it back up.
Yeah, that spring is the only natural source of water here at the reservoir. It's like 55 degrees year round.
That's where you go if you want to buy bait or anything, bait, tackle, and you want to rent the kayak, rent the rowboat, you can go to the visitor center. This is part of the pumping station. It's called the IO Tower. There's two pipes under the water. Each one's 5 foot by 5 foot. One sucks water up, and it's gravity fed, takes it downhill to a water treatment plant in Wall on Hospital Road. The other one sucks water up at the Manasquan River and then pumps it uphill to here. So that's why it's the Manasquan Reservoir, even though we're in Howell, because all of the water is coming from the Manasquan River. Crested cormorant, he sits real low in the water. That's a diving bird. They'll dive up to 60 feet deep. I can hear myself echoing off of the building.
That's cool.
Yellowbill. There's a great blue herring flying right across the water there by the rocks. Right back there towards that beach, in that little cove, that's a pair of mute swans.
What?
Mute swans. They're just the swans you would normally see around here. They're not actually native to America. They actually come from Europe. They were brought over in honor of the Queen of England. And they're the common ones we see around here. They have the brightest pink bill with the white feather. And our eagles mate for life. And in their mating ritual, they fly into the sky, lock their talons together, stop flapping their wings, and fall down towards the ground. And as they do, they spin in a circle. And right before they hit the ground, they break apart and they fly back up into the sky, make a big circle, and meet one another in the air. We have about 170, 175 pairs of bald eagles now, mated pairs, which is way up from what it used to be. They almost went extinct in the area, had them in other parts of America, but in New Jersey the population dropped almost to zero. And that was because when they were spraying DDT in the air to kill all the bugs, it was accumulating through the food chain, and by the time it made it to eagles, they had so much of it in their system that when they would lay their eggs and then sit on them to keep them warm, the eggshells were so thin they would crush them. but right through here, if you look through this tunnel, there's a wetland. And the wetland was built after the reservoir was built, because during construction, wetlands were destroyed. And since they're a protected habitat in New Jersey, you have to rebuild whatever you destroy. So we have 7 wetlands around the reservoir, and then we have even more that they built throughout Monmouth County. And it's just a good nursery habitat for a lot of animals. It filters water runoff from the road very well because of all the bushes and shrubs it has. And then it's where our eagles learn to hunt too. We'll see them take their young back there because the water is so shallow. Deer and swans hide back there with their young. And then the tunnel helps the road not get flooded. But normally the water level's up and it goes through the tunnel. So water floats back and forth between the two.
Yeah, it's just a clear path of water. Those rocks in front of the tunnel aren't showing.
Red-eared sliders. We have red-bellied turtles and snapping turtles, which are the biggest. And red belly's the second biggest, but even they don't come close to some of the snapping turtles I've seen in here.
Oh, you do have snapping turtles here.
Yeah, really big ones.
I remember there was snapping